I used to walk into rooms already editing myself, lowering my voice, hiding my opinions, dressing in a way that would make me fade in the background. Not because it was my choice, but because I was meant to. I was taught that that's the right thing to do. And for a long time, I thought that I was just who I was. Quiet, polite, and low maintenance. But actually, I was taught that being likable meant being less. And when I say that we've been taught to be like this, of course, no one ever says, be less. Of course not. It sounds more like, be polite. Don't overdo it. Let others go first. And that's how slowly, since young, you've been brainwashed this way. So slowly, you learn to disappear in plain sight. Hiding in the background, letting others shine, while you are just being nobody. One day it hit me. I was in church. After everything, we were talking in a group, and I don't know, I was feeling myself that day. I'm not sure why, but I remember that a few moments later, my mother takes me and lessons me on the fact that I was standing in front of someone. And that's bad. I was being a bad girl. That was so mean of me, and how dare I not notice that in this whole group of people standing and talking to each other, someone was behind me. How dare I be in front of someone and not apologize? So I had to go to that person and ask for forgiveness, even though I did nothing wrong. I just was standing there like anybody else. So that day I went home and I realized, I started thinking about all the times that I am sorry. I say that I'm sorry, but I've done nothing wrong. All the times that I have to apologize for shining too bright and making others feel uncomfortable, for just standing there, for having an opinion, maybe not even say it, but if they can read it on my face that I disagree, it's wrong. Or just existing. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. I was not lacking confidence. That's not why I was making myself smaller all the time. I was just conditioned to. I was just told and repeated, and I practice being smaller and being less, and everything you practice, you learn, and everything you learn, you can unlearn. So I started stopping instead. Not explaining myself, not blocking myself, just existing, just being, without having to apologize for it. And later on I decided to let my voice be heard. In every room I step into, I made this promise to myself. I will say one thing. I will voice my opinion on one thing, without pushing, without trying to be just heard. No, it was not about being heard. It was about getting it out of me. Saying, expressing myself like anybody else seems to do it so easily. I wanted to do the same. So if I had something to say, I will say it. At least once in every new room. Even if my voice shaked, even if I was not sure that I was doing the right thing, there was no right or wrong if there was just nothing. There was nothing from me before, and now there will be something later on. After the fact that there is something coming from me is normal, and I know that I can express myself, then I will understand right and wrong. Maybe I make mistakes, I can correct them. But if you don't make mistakes, if you don't say a few stupid things, some nonsense coming out of your mouth, you will never know if you're right or wrong. You will never learn anything. You will never get anywhere. So be present And presence is not about being loud, it's about being there. Not just physically you are in that room with other people, but participate in the conversation, say something else, give opinions, and see what others think. Be present. And the next thing I decided to do is stop managing other people's comfort. I realized that I was making myself easier to handle to make others more comfortable and to somehow deserve being there in the same room with them, deserve to have a place at that table. That's not how it works. My growth doesn't need permission. Someone else's discomfort in the fact that I am being myself, that I'm growing, is not a sign that I'm doing something wrong. If they are uncomfortable with the fact that you're growing, it's none of your business. So taking up space doesn't mean becoming aggressive or mean or dishonest. It just means being honest, actually, with yourself. You can be different. Let yourself be seen without editing who you are. This channel is becoming a place for people who were taught to stay small and are choosing to do otherwise. So if this feels familiar, you're not imagining it. Because you were never too much, you were just taught to be less.